Good morning, guys. Martin here, AKM4CAR. I hope y'all are having an amazing day today. So I thought about this video for quite some time, and first of all, I just want to say thank you guys so very much for helping me reach 300 subscribers. This would have been possible without y'all, okay? So this is one of my special things I thought about is do a day in the life. As a produce stocker, that's my job, and I work today, and I'm going to show you guys what I normally do on a work day and what I eat on a work day also. So, and yeah, about to have some fun and about to start with breakfast. Come out here. I prepped all this last night, so we're going to walk out here to right here. The shake. So, what it is, and I measured this last night. Gonna turn my light on here. Oh boy. And what's in here is 2 cups of unsweetened almond milk and with organic protein powder. I'm gonna make my post-training shake also when I'm done with this and show you guys what I do. So this right here is 210 calories, I believe, and 23 grams of protein. Just like last time, I'm going to put my total somewhere on this side and the calories of the breakfast and lunch or whatever on this side. So, yeah, about to make it happen. That is breakfast finished. Quick and easy. Now, like I said, I do measure my stuff. Like I mentioned on my cheat day video, I measure all my stuff. So, I'll probably put pictures up on the screen somewhere or maybe film it as I go. I work at 6 today as well, and I'll explain to you guys what I normally do on a work day on a daily basis. And what I usually have on my breaks, which they're right in this mini fridge right here. So what I normally have on my breaks is that this is my training water, and all of this I did last night. This is the drink that I usually have on my lunch. This is the Propel for electrolytes to keep me fuller throughout the day, and then that as well. And then all of that we're gonna have later. Yeah, I think we're gonna rinse this out, and then we're going to make my post-train shake. I said on the cheat day video that protein bars, I decided to change it with these now, so just to save a little money or whatever. But I have 2 of these on my training days. We're training today as well, so we're gonna make that. I usually have 2 cups in the morning and 1 cup post-train, so we're gonna go make it. All right, getting ready to make our post-train shakes. So what I usually do here is, like I said, got a measuring cup here, and we're going to measure about a cup. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's a cup. So we dump it in here. There we go. And then it is 2 scoops of whey protein powder. This is the protein powder that I use, and I like it. My grandma uses the blue one, but I use this one. 2 scoops of this. What I usually do with this is I make sure I get even scoops, kind of like that, all over the top. That's okay. Put a little more in there. This is 21 grams of protein. Well, 22 if you count the milk, which is only a gram, but trust me, a gram matters. So yeah, so now we shake this up. Alright, so that's the post-train shake taken care of. We're going to throw it in the fridge here, and I'm going to get dressed and get my work clothes on and off to work. Alright, so it's almost 5:30, I'm about to go to work. I forgot to show you guys, I also take vitamins. So all I take is these small veggie multivitamins, because I don't really like vegetables, but I am trying. But I take one of these. My mom tried to get me to take these while I was younger, but it was too much back then or whatever. So one of these, and then I have 2 of these gummy multivitamins. I'm gonna get regular multivitamins. I'm starting to run low on them. So that's what I usually take in the mornings. Most of the time I forget and I take them later in the day, but I try to take them as early as I can. So anyway, like I said, it's almost 5:30 and I'll see you all at work. Alright, so it is 5:45 and just arrived at work. That's where I work again. I talked about that in the cheat day video. That's where I work. It's Giant Eagle and Girard. Like I said, I'm a produce stocker, and I've been working here for 2.5 years, and it's still my first job. So I've liked it, and I'm gonna update you guys as I get along a work day. I'm not gonna film anything inside because I don't want to get in trouble. So anyway, I'll explain to you guys as we go on my breaks and all that stuff. So I'll see you all then. Alright guys, so it is 9:15 right now, and not a whole lot has happened so far. Work was really boring. I started to get tired as like when the load was not here yet until it finally came around. I think it was 7:30 or so, and then never had an issue since. I'm good now. Now I'm gonna have some electrolytes, which is Propel Kiwi Strawberry, so no calories. That's not gonna count. So this is gonna make me fill with electrolytes and get me full throughout the day because I'm hungry, but we'll be fine. I'll see you guys on my second break where I'm going to have lunch. And alright, so it's around 12:30 and it's now lunchtime, so all it is a Celsius Fantasy Vibe. If you guys haven't had this one, it's my favorite. And these turkey subs, so this is a 6-inch. It is 380 calories and protein, 26 grams. So yeah, this is gonna be a delicious meal, and let's go. Alright, that's a sub down. It was really yummy. Like I said on my cheat day video, I'd rather get a turkey sub or Italian sub. It depends on what's the best deal. And this is a markdown, which a markdown tend to be a little bit cheaper. So I go with that. And like I said, if you guys haven't had the Celsius, try it. It's my favorite. I like the fruit punch one also, but we're going to finish work here and then we're going to head home and train. So I'll show you all then. Alright, so I just made home from work. I got a couple things from the store. All I got are some ice cream. It's Hilltop ice cream, like I mentioned in the other video. I got the other one. I was low on apples, so I got some apples, some watermelon, and I got the reduced fat milk for my protein shakes. So that's the milk I'm going to use from now on. And then so I weighed in yesterday at around 185, so I lost about half a pound. So not a lot. I'm going to try to maintain weight now, and then I also got a zero sugar wild cherry Pepsi, which we're going to have at dinner time. I have them to sip on the way home. So my mom's not home yet because she has to take my sister to work, so I beat her home. So that's a win on me. But anyway, it's time to go train. I'll see you guys for my post-train meal. Alright, as you can tell, I just finished training. I just finished my walk on the treadmill. It went really well. The training went well. I feel sore, but it's time to get the meal in. So, obviously what we're having is the shake that I prepped this morning. Again, it's 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk and 2 scoops of protein. So this is about 180 calories and 22 grams of protein. 2 apples chopped. Here we go. 2 apples chopped up, so that's 160 calories. Yogurt from Okios, I believe is how you pronounce it, but this is 90 calories, and some watermelon, which we're going to weigh on the scale, so we're going to turn on. I already plugged it in. It's set to grams, so we're going to throw them on here at a time. We're just going to place them on here like this. And it looks like 520, so 521. So what I would do is get a picture, and then I'll throw the actual number up on the screen. And also we're having a protein bar. If you guys haven't had these protein bars, they're so good. It's literally, like this right here, this is literally a Reese's bar, but with protein in it. And it's really good. Way better than the actual one. So, thank me later. But anyway, I'm gonna throw in the numbers here for this and get the actual number up on the screen for you guys. And the total. Time to get it down. Alright, watermelon done. In the books. We're going to move on to the apples. And by the way, this protein shake is really creamy. This is what happens when I leave it in the fridge throughout the day. It gets really, really creamy and it's really yummy. And yeah, really good. Alright, apples are down. Really yummy. Honeycrisp apple, without question, is my favorite. So, and honestly, it's really nice to feel healthier again, considering that cheat video that I did the other day. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out. Because I was really full after that, and it's really nice to actually eat something that's really good and healthier. This whole meal is, if I had to guess, it's got to be around almost 600 calories. So, 700 calories, something like that. Like, you got carbs from the fruit, the protein from this, and this. So, healthy protein also. And, yeah, that was horrible, but anyway, on. Yogurt down, and the shake is basically almost done. Well, it's basically almost done, but that's how much is left. But we're gonna move on to the protein bar. And this is 210 calories, 20 grams of protein. And like I said, if you guys haven't had this bar yet, please try it, okay? And all of their flavors. I might have the other one later. I might have the other ones later. I'll have to wait to see, but yeah, I mean this last because I let it sit out a little bit because usually they tend to act like a brick in the fridge because it's so cold. So we have to let it sit out a little bit. Sometimes I forget, but anyway, on to the last one. Alright, so that's meal 3 in the books. It's probably almost 4:30 right about now, or 4 after 4. So we're going to wait about an hour and a half and then we'll move on to dinner. And I'll show you guys what dinner's going to be. Alright guys, it is dinner time. So I just got the scale ready. About to turn it on right now. And what we're having is, I'm having 2 Italian sausages. And I don't know how many pizza rolls is that, but I'll count them up as we go. We're going to measure the sauce right now. I'm going to do about a full serving. So I'm going to try to get as perfect as I can. There we go. A full serving is 36 grams. So get on my level. Alright. Alright, just remind myself, I almost forgot to grab a knife. I use a knife to cut these sausages. So I don't know how many pizza rolls this is, but I think we're going to eat the sausage first. And then we're going to dive into that. So dinner time. Here we go. And this looks like I'm having 16 pizza rolls. So I'll have to remember to add that up as we go. So 16. Alright. Dinner is in the books. That was a delicious dinner. The sausage was really good. A little spicy, but really, really yummy. We're going to go about an hour or so, and then we're going to eat our last meal, which I'm going to figure that out right now. Alright, so we're going to prep our breakfast for tomorrow morning because I have work as well. And like I said, we're going to use this reduced fat milk that I bought. And I'm going to, hold on. Got to hear the fresh crack on the milk. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this to the side. One thing I didn't realize is these also have ounces and, what is it, millimeters? Yeah, millimeters on the side here. So we are going to fill this up to the 16-ounce line. So I'll try to do two things at the same time, which is never easy to do. We're going to measure it to the 16-ounce line. And that's good right there. That's just to the 2-ounce line. Alright. Alright, and now we're going to do the second part, which is easy. This is the protein. It is organic protein powder. This is what I use. So we are going to measure it up. Again, 2 perfect scoops. That's a serving. I'm going to try to get it as even as I can. That's as close as I can get. So that's 1. And then we'll get the second one here. As good as I can get. So. Alright. So that is breakfast done. And, well, for tomorrow at least. And now we are going to prep our propels. Alright, so got all 3 of my water bottles right here. It takes 2 of these to fill this. So, well, about 2 3/4 to fill them. So, and we're going to throw my initials on one of them for work tomorrow. There we go. There we go. So now, time to get these ready to go. By the way, I forgot to mention the Propel. We are going with the grape flavor for all 3 of these. So now, time to fill this thing up. I like to give it a little twirly twirls. There's one down. Time to fill the second one up as well. There we go. Tried a little fancy there, but so train water and breakfast and my stuff for tomorrow, make sure that's close, are in the books. So now it's time to plan for our last meal. Alright guys, so this is the last meal of the day, and all we got is we're going to have ice cream. I don't have it right here. I'm going to have this first, so that way the ice cream stays a little bit freezed up. So we're going to have some, this is my favorite day in life, Fit strawberry cheesecake. It's 80 calories and a dozen grams of protein. So, and obviously, I'm having this with Dr. Pepper, 0 sugar strawberries and cream. This is one of my favorite Dr. Peppers. For whatever reason, with some Dr. Peppers, is the 0 sugar is way better than the original. And, well, in my opinion, they're way better than the original. And I think it's just, they have more, I am talking, and I'm screwing this up. I'll just stir it up. They have more flavor to them. So, I don't know why. But when you get rid of the sugar on those, it's way better than the original. So anyway, it is 10 to 7, 6:50 right now, and this is my last meal of the day. And it's time to shut up and alright, so yogurt is finished. And now it's time for the ice cream that I talked about in the last video. It's these Halo Top ice creams. Now, if you guys haven't had these are really good. It's basically, like I said, it's light ice cream with a scoop of protein in it. And I promise you they're delicious. So this is 310 calories. Basically about half, or basically almost a third of what normal ice cream would be. Like the last one I had, the Ben & Jerry's, was 1,000. And this is 310. So about a third of the ice cream, or the amount of calories that's in the ice cream, but it's less fat, 6 grams of fat, and a whopping 69 grams of carbs, and obviously 16 grams of protein. So, anyways, God bless America. Alright, that is it. Our last meal of the day. In the books. The best ice cream on the market. Alright, so that's it, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys again so much for 300 subscribers. I'm also thinking about doing diet video as well, off day version, like what I normally eat on, as I like to call them, sleep-in days. So it'll be very similar, but a little bit of tweaks, if you will. So that's it, guys. Tune into the live stream on Tuesday night at 7. I got a new series coming up on Wednesday, so check out for that. And obviously my normal Friday series. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button if you can, and also like this video if you can. So, anyways, that's it for me, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Again, give it a like if you enjoy it. And, anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.